Every dog is smart in its own way, but some stand out, showing problem-solving skills, emotional awareness, and even learning abilities that rival those of young children. But how can you tell if your pup is among the exceptionally smart ones? Based on studies from around the world, this video will reveal 10 signs that may indicate your dog has a high IQ. Let's see if your furry friend makes the cut. Sign number 1. They solve problems on their own. A sharp-minded dog doesn't just follow commands, they think for themselves. Ever seen your pup retrieve a toy stuck under the couch? Some dogs immediately turn to their human for help, but the truly clever ones don't give up so easily. Instead, they assess the problem and try to solve it themselves. They might stretch their nose as far as it can go, wiggle their body underneath, or, here's the big one, use their paws. A sharp-minded pup will instinctively swipe under the furniture, nudging and pawing until they successfully retrieve their lost treasure. And some take it even further, figuring out how to open doors, stack objects to reach higher places, or even toggle light switches. Yes, really. Sign number 2. They find ways to communicate. There's no official human-to-dog dictionary, but that doesn't stop your pup from finding clever ways to talk to you. While all dogs are good at reading body language, the truly brilliant ones take it a step further. They train us to understand them. A nudge on your hand means belly rubs. If they're craving a snack, one sharp bark followed by an intense stare at the treat jar will get the message across. And if they're ready for a walk, they'll stand by the leash and sigh dramatically. Smart dogs don't just act on instinct, they experiment. They test different behaviors, see what gets results, and then stick with the winning strategy. Ever noticed your dog subtly training you to respond to their cues? That's intelligence in action. And the smartest pups don't stop there. They actually learn our language. Some can recognize hundreds of words, linking them to objects, actions, and even emotions. Give this video a like if your pup has ever figured out a way to talk to you, whether it's a paw on your lap or a knowing look at the treat jar. Sign number 3. They observe you closely. Dogs are masters at reading human emotions and manipulating them to their advantage. Whenever those big, sorrowful puppy dog eyes are turned in your direction, you know the drill. Your pup wants something, and they know exactly how to get it. A fascinating study published in the Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences found that domesticated dogs evolved special facial muscles to create those signature sea-of eyes, a trick their wolf ancestors never developed. Why? Because humans simply couldn't resist that look. Over generations, dogs figured out that a well-timed pout could lead to extra food, more affection, and all the attention they crave. But the smartest dogs don't just throw those expressions around randomly. They observe. They analyze. They figure out exactly who in the house is most likely to cave and dish out treats. They can even sense emotions, knowing when to comfort you, when to push their luck, and when to back off. Sign number 4. They tilt their head in curiosity. You know that adorable head tilt your dog does when you're talking to them? The one that makes your heart melt instantly? Well, it turns out this isn't just a random quirk. It could actually be a sign of superior intelligence. Not all dogs tilt their heads, which raises an interesting question. Why do some do it? Some experts believe it helps them adjust their ears to better pick up sounds or see past their snouts. But a fascinating study published in the Animal Cognition Journal uncovered something even more intriguing. Head tilting is often linked to advanced learning. Researchers found that gifted dogs, the ones who could recognize the names of multiple objects, were more likely to tilt their heads when they heard familiar words. In other words, when your dog gives you that endearing little tilt, they might not just be listening, they're processing information like a true genius. Sign number 5. They invent their own fun. If your dog has a habit of snatching your shoes, shredding paper, or rummaging through empty food wrappers, it's not just mischief, it might be a sign of intelligence. While this behavior can seem like simple troublemaking, it actually reveals a curious and resourceful mind at work. A truly smart dog isn't just one that follows commands. They're problem solvers, explorers, and independent thinkers who find creative ways to entertain themselves. However, smart dogs don't get into things just for the fun of it. More often than not, they do it because they're bored and searching for mental stimulation. When their minds aren't challenged, they create their own puzzles, whether that means excessive chewing, non-stop barking, pacing, or even figuring out how to open cabinets, especially the ones hiding treats. These clever canines need activities that engage their brains, and if they don't get them, they'll take matters into their own paws. Sign number 6. They learn fast. Some dogs pick up commands in a flash, making training feel effortless. That's because intelligence isn't just about what they know, it's about how fast they learn. Smart dogs love challenges, whether it's mastering a new trick, opening a door, or recognizing toy names. If your pup learns fast, that's a surefire sign of high intelligence. But if your dog takes a little longer to learn tricks, it doesn't mean they're not smart. Older dogs may have ingrained habits that take time to adjust, while some dogs simply have shorter attention spans or get distracted easily. And let's be honest, sometimes they just don't feel like it. Every dog has their own unique way of showing just how smart they really are. Sign number 7. They excel at puzzle games. If your dog solves puzzle toys or treat dispensing games in record time, you've got a real problem solver on your hands. Dogs with sharp minds excel at figuring things out, whether it's cracking a food puzzle, mastering a scavenger hunt, or outwitting a challenge you thought would stump them. And the faster they solve it, the smarter they are. If your pup breezes through beginner puzzles, level up the challenge with interactive feeders, hidden treat games, or even DIY obstacle courses. Many owners don't realize just how intelligent their dogs are until they watch them outsmart every challenge with ease. Think your dog might be a hidden genius? Give this video a thumbs up and let us know which sign fits your pup best. Sign number 8. They recognize words you never taught them. Ever noticed your dog reacting to words they were never officially trained to understand? Maybe you casually mention pizza, and suddenly their ears perk up like you just promised them a feast. But drop the word vet, and they're already hiding under the bed. Some dogs even learn to react to swear words. That's because they've learned that you only say them when something terrible, shocking, or frustrating has happened. So some dogs will rush over to comfort you, while others, like mine, immediately bolt under the sofa the moment voices get even slightly raised. This ability to learn from experience and adjust behavior accordingly is called adaptive intelligence. Unlike basic obedience, which relies on memorized commands, adaptive intelligence allows dogs to figure things out on their own. Beyond that, some dogs take word recognition to the next level. While most understand simple cues like walk or treat, a study in scientific reports found that some canine geniuses could learn and remember the names of around 100 toys. If your dog consistently fetches the right toy, picks up new words fast, or understands things you never taught them, you might just have a genius on your hands. Sign number 9. They remember faces and details even after a long time. Your dog's world may revolve around you, but if they have a sharp memory for other people, that's a sign of exceptional intelligence. Maybe your best friend only visits a few times a year, yet your pup greets them with the same excitement as if they saw them yesterday, tail wagging like crazy. Or perhaps they remember exactly which guest slips them the tastiest treats and who's always up for a game of tug-of-war. Some dogs even recognize past experiences, like the route to their favorite park or where they last saw that neighbor's cat. Dogs with strong memories don't just recognize people, they form deep associations. Sign number 10, they try to escape. Some dogs are natural-born escape artists, and if your pup has ever outwitted your securely fenced yard, crate, or even a locked door, you might just have a little genius on your hands. Highly intelligent dogs don't see barriers as obstacles. They see them as puzzles waiting to be solved. Maybe they've watched you unlatch the back gate enough times to figure it out themselves, or perhaps they've studied how you open the treat cupboard and decided to give it a try. Smart dogs don't just react to their environment, they analyze it, learn from it, and apply that knowledge in ways that will leave you shaking your head in disbelief. If your pup is always one step ahead, it's time to embrace their cleverness and find positive ways to challenge their sharp mind. If your furry friend made the list, be sure to challenge their sharp mind with puzzles, new experiences, and plenty of training. And even if they didn't, every dog is special in their own way, whether they're a genius or just the sweetest companion. Let us know in the comments which signs your dog has. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more fascinating dog facts and tips. See you in the next video.